Welcome to Music Row, a backstage pass to your favorite country artists. Here's your host, Leake.
I'm so happy that we're getting this opportunity to chat for the simple reason we can talk about tractor trailers. We can talk about just living trailers.
Love that.
Trailer, I know that there's a joke out there, but for the trailer parks that are out there, none of those homes move. They are welded into the ground, and I find that very upsetting. We should be changing the name of those trailers.
They're the least mobile homes in the existence.
It's very upsetting. You were writing songs while you're driving truck, weren't you?
I was.
I love it when bands, you hear about stories like that where, you know, Preston Cooper was a mailman and he would be walking his route and humming songs to himself, and that was just his gig. So you kind of know that this is the path you're supposed to follow because you're doing it every day.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the nice thing about songwriting is you can actually do it everywhere. Whereas if you want to be a baseball player, it's hard to do while trucking.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe that. Yeah, you can write songs. You just need whatever job can get you alone so you don't look crazy. Yeah. Because if people had a camera on me, you know, in the beginning of like the driving, there was never a camera on me. So I probably look crazy just humming to myself for 12 hours.
Well, you see people that are walking down the street on a Bluetooth talking to somebody on the phone, but you think that they're just talking to themselves because you don't recognize that they got the earbuds in. How many songs do you think you wrote while driving? Would you say it was in the hundreds?
Yeah, I mean, good songs, no. But like, I would have to write 2 or 3 and then one was good enough to release.
And you just throw this stuff up on all the DSPs, or was it strictly like YouTube,
everything.
TikTok? First?
YouTube. I actually wasn't on TikTok or Insta, really. I had the accounts, but I would only post once a month when the song dropped. Just be like, hey, I have a new song out. So I wasn't doing it right. And it popped off on YouTube first.
Did you know, like you knew you weren't doing it right, or you just didn't feel confident?
I was just like, I was a truck driver, so I didn't have time to make content. I just had time to make music and release it.
Right.
Because I was working 2 full-time jobs, 16 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and then weekends, it would be shoot a music video on Sunday, and then Saturday would be record the record and mix it.
And doing all that stuff, it's so much time. Like recording that song, thinking it's good enough, then going to shoot a video, edit a video. You must have had like a bunch of pals that were helping you out.
I had 2 homies that were just my best friends from high school. One would film the music videos, and then one would do my cover videos.
Okay.
And so they would, and then they would throw it on YouTube for me. I mean, they worked for years for free for me, just out of love and believing in me. So when my first paychecks finally started coming, I was able to get them back. But they knew that I couldn't pay them because I was spending $3,000 a month on studio time.
Oh, wow.
My whole second job was every dollar went to studio time.
What was the second job?
UPS.
Hang on. Weren't you driving truck for one company and then UPS was aren't they competing companies?
I didn't say anything. You know? Yeah, I was working at FedEx, which was my favorite job.
FedEx was cush?
I love FedEx. No, they were just so good to the employees.
Okay. Good endorsement.
Then I went to UPS and then
What can't Brown do? Wasn't that their slogan or something at UPS? What can Brown do for you or something like that?
I'll tell you what, they can cause a toxic work environment. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just Team FedEx. That's my squad.
No, I love it. Art of letting
UPS
go.
was just my side piece.
Yeah, your side hustle. You got a little side thing, you know. There's no gift exchange over there.
If I had to get rid of one, it would have been that one.
Yeah, when you were driving though, were you driving like mostly like city driving?
So I starts out city, and then I got to a point where I was doing like a lot of line haul.
Oh, okay.
So line haul is basically would be over the road, but FedEx is such a big company that they have so many like warehouses that instead of having to drive around for a week, you can just get the freight to a guy that's basically, if I'm trying to get stuff to Salt Lake from Denver, a guy from Salt Lake leaves at the same time I do, and we meet in Wamsutter, Wyoming. We swap trailers and go back.
I know so many people who have the exact same story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to get stuff to Salt Lake out of Colorado? We're going to meet in Wyoming. Let's do this.
Yeah. It gets windy. And during the winter, there's some sketchy driving.
I bet you've seen some things on the road.
I've seen like semis fall over, and luckily mine never did, but I came close once. Came back empty once, and I just had to pull over and stay in the truck
because
wait it out.
They're so top heavy when they're empty and just catch the wind.
Luckily, the beauty of FedEx is if you have an empty trailer coming back, they force people to put like big cinder blocks just to have weight.
Oh, right.
So we'd have these big, just to keep a little bit of weight in the trailer.
I was following a tractor trailer on the highway once. It's like 4:00 in the morning. My buddy is passed out in the passenger seat, and the tractor trailer, one of its tires blow, right? And we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no other lights on the side of the highway or anything like that, but this tire blows. So now sparks are flying through the air and the truck's all over the place and whatever. And we're doing like 1,000,000 miles per hour on the highway. Because that blew, I went, type of thing. And it woke my buddy up, who only woke up to see all the sparks flying straight over the car. No. So he woke up thinking we were going into a different galaxy. Like he went from, hey, what's going on, to where we are heading into a new part of the universe.
What is it called when they do it's like warping or something?
Yeah, we were traveling through time.
Yeah, traveling through, yeah.
I think this is the craziest thing, and this is why I'm not successful in music. But you were putting stuff out online, and then Jelly Roll found you and reached out to you, like hit you up on a DM. And the reason why I say I'm not successful isn't because I'm not capable of writing songs. It's because I would never believe that someone DMing me by the name of Jelly Roll was actually Jelly Roll. I would say this is fake.
This is a fake account, yeah.
Like, I'm being trolled by somebody. Did you not think that?
Well, he sent it at 2 a.m. Like, it was super late. So I think he was just up down a rabbit hole, like super late at night. But I remember waking up from my couch and just looking at it, just kind of blurry, and I went back to bed. I thought it was a dream. So for 2 days, I didn't even see it.
Right.
And then one day I was like, what if that wasn't a dream?
Did that really happen?
Like 2 days later, I'm like, did that happen? I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, Jelly Roll messaged me. You could tell by the follower count. It was like over 1 million.
Yeah.
If that was fake, that was a good fake account.
No, I don't even answer my phone. I'm like, I just assume it's not for me. So I would be in trouble. But he calls up and it's like, fast forward. Next thing you know, you're on the same label. You're playing a hometown gig at Red Rocks. How many shows have you seen at Red Rocks thinking, boy, it would be cool to play here one day?
I'll say I was pretty poor, so I never really got to see it, but I got to like go walk the steps.
Okay.
So we used to like
tourism.
You can go up there and just walk up and down. I used to like sit out there and just look out and be like, what if? Like as a kid, you know?
You were smoking weed, weren't you?
Not yet. It wasn't legal yet.
Oh, okay. Well, was that a problem for you? You guys were the morals of this. I need this to be legal before I participate in this drug use.
Well, as long as it's on video. I'm just kidding. No, it's funny. Actually, I never really smoked weed, even when when it became illegal. I just never did it.
Right, because Denver's more meth.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what it is. It's all the other stuff. You're funny.
I'm teasing.
You know what's funny? My whole life, I was like, I'm not going to smoke weed because my mom's like, don't do it. I'm just such a mama's boy. And I was like, all right, I won't do it. And my sister did everything. So I was like trying to be the one that like balanced the scales, you know? And so when I turned 30, my joke was always like, I'm not going to smoke until I smoke with Snoop Dogg. That was the joke. That was my way of telling people no.
I like that.
And then one day at 30, my mom's like, you want to get high? And I was like, what?
And you're like, Snoop?
I was like, Mom, I can't. You're not Snoop Dogg. No. But then when my mom asked me to get high, I was like, all right, we'll do it.
Didn't you move your mom to Nashville?
I did.
You get the record deal, you get the signing bonus, you get some money coming in through royalties, and being such a mama's boy, loving the family, say, come out to Nashville with me.
Come out to Nashville. Yeah, well, I was like, quit your job. I'll give you money every month. Come live with me. You got a place for free.
What
rest
was she
of your
doing
life.
In Colorado?
She was a teacher for special ed.
Oh wow.
So I mean, she was also having some heart problems too. So she just had a heart surgery not too long ago, but she bounced back, got through it.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where she was just so tired. And I was like, but it happened at the perfect time. The money came in right when she really needed me to help her out.
It helps out her health because it's now warmer around like year round because Colorado gets cold.
It's warmer now.
Yeah. So you get to hang out and see. When you were signing these deals, did your family think, hey, wait a minute, how is this even possible?
I don't know. I think because I had such a big song.
Yeah.
And then a couple albums after that. So it's like I kept just releasing. So at that point, I had a song that was going big. I don't think they were super surprised on that side of it. But I think eventually, like I always told them I wanted it if I found the right deal. Because I was never in a rush to find the right deal.
Smart.
But you know,
I think most people in music are the opposite. I'm going to take that deal and I'm going to sign whatever they say. And you end up screwing yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because when I came to Nashville, I came to Nashville already living off of music.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't at the bars trying to connect and like try to build connections. I was just kind of to myself for 2 years. So I think I was kind of outside of the industry, just releasing music and working with writers. And then like I was like, I want radio, you know, as a truck driver. Driving, I mean, the radio has always been like my biggest dream. And
like to have your songs on the radio?
Yeah, to have a song on the radio. Yeah.
I thought you just meant like I just want to be a DJ.
No, I want to be a radio DJ. Yeah. No. To have my songs on the radio would be one day it's like I would love to even just jump back in a truck and drive and then hear one of my songs pop up. Even just to be like a nostalgia moment.
Right.
But like that was a big reason why I wanted to do it. Plus I just, it's like I just wanted to see what it was about, and I think being with all the labels, every label was just so like, it just felt so businessy. And it was just so like, the vibe was weird. And then I met with BBR.
Yeah.
It's family. We connected instantly as humans.
Okay, so John, the president.
John Loeb is amazing.
I sent him a note a few years ago saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You guys are a family. And
family.
It's so uncommon. Because I do believe that you're right. There's a lot of record labels out there who don't have that connect. It's just punch the clock. Let's get the product out on the line and let's move on. But you can tell that it's earnest. It's real.
They're great. I mean, the thing is like I spent my whole life making music, wanting to be a musician. I have songs that I released on my own that that took off, and I'm in a good place even by myself and my friends. Yeah. And so. For me, it's like when they go, well, don't take it personal. It's just business. It's like, this ain't business. This is my life. This is 10 years of me dedicating 2 jobs and every dollar I have to studio.
Right.
And like, I want it to be personal. Like when I lose, I'm going to be upset that I'm not, that I lose. And I want y'all to be upset. I mean, I want it to be like I want it to be real,
it's probably one of those things too, where because you had that success, you kind of saw how things operate because there's one song that takes off, and then there's a dozen who don't.
That don't.
And it can open up your eyes because I know a lot of people who have put stuff out online thinking that, well, everyone's going to be a home run from here on in. So it teaches you the work. It teaches you that there's something that's just, it's not a given. Yeah. Right. And you got to keep hustling.
I'm with you. And that was when I first got the hit. I was like, "Oh, does this mean there's just a bunch coming?" And that's not how it works. You just gotta. But I think just releasing music and even seeing some things that you don't think are gonna work end up working, and
that's the freaky part.
It's always
Like I'm like, why does that go? I find that interesting too for artists because I know that you have your favorite songs. You won't admit it. Like my neighbor has 2 children. Says they're both his favorites, but I know deep down one is a jerk and the other one's real good. Right?
Just
But for an artist, I think that's the tough thing because you think all of your songs are your children and they're all the greatest, but then there's one that has that edge, and you're like, I really want this one to take off, and somehow, sometimes they just don't, and you don't know.
The ones I love the most do the worst.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned. When I have more common than when I have a good feeling about it. I know nothing's coming out of it. That's how I felt in this music industry.
Hey, Atlus, what do you think of this song? I really like it. Okay, we're going to release it. No, don't do that.
Take it off the album. If I like it, get it off the album.
Sell it.
Give it to anyone else.
Sell it to down the street. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Going to work for us. What was it like for you when people are now having this expectancy of seeing you perform live? What was that like for you?
I was nervous just because it's like I'd know nothing about live show, and that was probably another big reason I kept working at FedEx for 6 months after I blew up, because I didn't know. The only thing I know how to do is put out music and write it. But I think, I got the right team, and then over time, just once you meet the fans, it's funny. My least favorite part's the performing part.
Really?
Because I love just meeting the fans after. But it's like I'm always excited when it's over because I get to go run to the merch table and just be like, get to hear the people connect to the songs and be like, hey, you got me through this breakup, you got me out of this toxic relationship. It's funny because like my biggest song, am I allowed to say it?
You can say anything you like.
There's a song, my biggest song, called "You're a Fucking Bitch." Hope you know that shit. About a girl that cheated on me. We can cut that. But they'll come out and they'll be like, man, that song got me out of a really toxic relationship. And my new favorite song is a song called "Perfect," which is just about a super healthy relationship with your girl, which I love seeing the contrast there.
That's one of the it's the most rewarding thing about being a songwriter.
Yeah.
Where you know that it's connected when it's in a positive way. And sometimes these songs, they connect with people where you didn't expect. I like the ones where, say you write a song about, being in a perfect relationship, but someone interprets it to being about something completely different. And you go, yeah, sure, whatever.
However it connects. I mean, even as a kid, when I would listen to, say, like Adele, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I never even went through a breakup the first time I heard an Adele song, but I was like, it hit me. And for some reason, I had to picture like me being in a relationship and then getting dumped just so I could connect to it. But whatever it took, because I love the song so much, I'm find a way.
You went online right away, found someone to start dating. By the way, we got about 3 weeks. I'm only doing this because of this new song by Adele. I really just want to feel the emotion.
I just want to break up. I just want to know what it feels like to be heartbroken.
Break up, because this song makes me want to break up.
Yeah, this song makes me just want to go out and not make it work.
Tell me about your writing now today. Like, because you have all this extra time, because you're not in the truck and you're not doing those 2 jobs and such. Are you a guy that has to say, I got to be in the studio at 10 o'clock writing? Or are you a guy that says, when the songs come, they come. And if I'm sitting on the porch writing a song, then that's where I'm writing the song?
Yeah, I got to be busy. Now it depends. Before it was in a semi. When I first got to Nashville, I would get in my car and I'd drive, and I would just do it from my car.
Old habits.
But then eventually, I got to work with songwriters. It's funny, like where I came from, it was always like, oh, you can't have other people help you write music, which is just I was always just so like, I have to show that I can write my own songs. I think I've proven over the first 2 albums, and my biggest song is one I wrote.
Yeah.
Like from the truck of a semi. So I was like, and then it's just fun to you start meeting people that are just like you, that just love to write, and you start connecting. You're like, oh, these are my people. You start writing and enjoying it. So I write all the time. I like to stay busy.
What was their reaction though when you said, okay, we're going to do a write together? Hop in the minivan that I rented because we're going to drive to Tallahassee. That's our writing journey.
Yeah, I haven't done any writing on the road. I wish, though.
Why don't you get in the car together? Just get in the van together.
Should I force it on them?
Force it on them.
Should I force some old habits?
and then cruise into like one of those truck stops along the way, like only truckers go to. It's like the card key for the fueling stations or whatever.
Oh yeah, for like Love's pull up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? So FedEx, I was spoiled. They have their own like gas on site.
Oh, okay.
So I always fueled up on site. I do the def tank and I do the gas on site, and I did line haul, but I always had enough gas to get home, so I never had
efficient.
I never had to fuel up outside of the actual.
Right, because you knew you could make it to meet your pal in Wyoming.
Yeah, I would always fill up right before and then fill when I get back.
What got you into that in the first place?
Just wanted money. I grew up super poor, like crazy poor, and so like life without money was hard, especially young.
It's just you, your mom, and
my sister and my brother. My mom and my dad got divorced, and then when my dad went back to Indiana, my mom got custody of us, and she raised us and worked 2 jobs and just figured it out. But we were still like, my mom worked just enough, but she had a trailer in her name and the car payment and all this stuff, and she like had just enough money to not get any help from the government, but not enough to pay for things.
Right.
She was caught right there. And there were just times where we were super poor. Like before she got her second job, I remember when we like had to pick between electricity and water. And my mom picked electricity. And so we had to go down to Albertsons. And we have this thing called, I think it was a spigot. And we hook it up to their hose and it opens their hose.
Right.
And then we would like steal water from Albertsons, fill them up in these trash cans. We'd take it home and then we would heat that on the stove. And then we would take baths in that water.
How old were you when that was happening?
5.
Wow.
4 or 5.
And you don't know any different.
It was fun. You know, my mom always made it feel like a game. Like I was on like a step ladder and we were heating up the water and I had like a spoon in there like I was stirring seasoning, you know.
I also heard that you during the early times, like when you're in school and that, you would just basically stay out all day because there was just more for you to do outside of the trailer.
I joined football not because I wanted to play, but because I was aiming for third string. I just didn't want to go home. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't going to do anything when I go home. I was just going to be, you know, so I would like
did you tell that to your family?
No, I mean,
like, did you say, hey, I made the football team. Oh my God, you're going to be the starter? Well, no, even better. Well, I won't play.
I told my mom don't come to the games because I knew like I didn't really want to play. I love football. I love watching football, but like every time they were like, all right, we're doing a 40. My goal is to be the slowest one. Like my goal is always to be the worst I could at all the drills.
And this is on the high school team?
On the middle school team, middle school. High school, I kind of just got into swimming and actually liked swimming. So then I was like, all right, Mom, you can come to these.
Swimming.
But I tried joining soccer because I liked it, but I realized everyone else we had the best soccer team. Our other teams were trash, but our soccer team was next level. And like, I walked up and realized how bad I am at soccer.
No one has ever drowned, though, playing soccer. So, I mean, the fact that you're in swimming, like, that is such a labor-intensive thing that I find it doesn't seem very rewarding to me, although you get in crazy shape.
You get in crazy shape, which is nice. But more than everything, you don't tear your ACL or you don't break your neck. You're like, the worst thing I get is like I get a couple
downfalls of those other sports.
Yeah, it's like all my friends that were like first string all have like a shoulder issue or their hands just don't move the same. Like they all have injuries.
Yeah, and you can't have bad hands in the music world.
No,
you need those digits to be working for quite some time.
You need them to work. That was the thing is I never wanted to get injured, but I didn't want to go home. I wanted to talk to the homies. So I was friends with people on the team. There was one time they put me out there. Oh, man. Terrified, man.
When these guys are just running. What did you play?
I think I was third string running back. Yeah. Okay. It'd be like running back. It'd be running back, and then I was also like I'd be linebacker.
I don't understand. You deliberetely ran the slowest 40 on the team, and yet you still were chosen to be a running back?
Well, I was third string. You know what I mean? There just wasn't.
Like, it's emergency.
They were going to put me third string on any position. You know what I mean? They just didn't care. Like I was never going to play. I just remember one day one of the players we only had one good player on the team. He was a running back, and he would like everyone knew it. We were going to run it. We were like we went defeated. You know, like,
yeah, right.
We couldn't win a game to save our life, and our running back was our best player, and they would just stack the box, 10 people. And they would and so one day he was just like, I can't do this anymore, and he just left. He stormed off. He's like, I'm the only one that can play on this team, and he was right.
I get it.
Second string went out there, got injured,
and then it's like, oh damn it, it's my turn.
Yeah,
you got to go fight the Bulls.
I didn't even know the plays. They're like blue 40s, whatever. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to run that way and hope it works out. And I remember the wall was just closed and it just opened up right at the end perfectly. I ran I went for a pretty good run. I remember I get back there and they're like, man, maybe this Haywood kid has potential or whatever. I heard the coaches talking. I was like, they don't even know how lucky I was.
Yeah, it was by chance.
So I went out there and I fumbled it on purpose. And I thought I'd come back and he'd be like, hey man, what'd you do? You know, I thought he'd yell at me and he was like, it happens to all of us, man. You'll get him next time. So then I fumbled it again. And they finally were like, hey, can anyone be a fourth string? Because this kid can't play. I was so bad that the first string guy came back.
Why wasn't your album called The Art of Failure? You know, just
So-
this is how you make the team fail.
Hey, the first 3 albums is low expectations. You know what I mean?
I love how you just, this is who we are. This is what we're going to do.
I was a kid that would, like, my mom would be like, do the dishes, and I would always slightly do them terribly. You know?
We're going to go.
I was always trying to find little ways, but I've stopped doing that. But
We're going to go out and get some snacks later. I want to get more into this. And when we go for snacks, we're going to get the hottest food that is out there because I understand that you have some sort of fixation with hot, like extreme hot.
I love spicy food.
You must love Nashville hot chicken, like the actual Nashville hot stuff that you can find only in Nashville.
Whatever the hottest one is, the one below it, that's what I get. Man, the hottest one is always just too much. But
I think I had the hottest one once, and like 24 hours later, I had to order a new anus from Amazon.
Oh my god!
Because mine just wasn't. It was broken. It was gone. I blew it out.
Painful. Oh yeah, dude.
It's so good and so addictive. Like you want to eat more, but I can't take it.
So Hattie B's has this So I remember I was on this kick, and I still love spicy food, but I got to a rabbit hole where I was waking up eating Serranos in the morning, just straight, because I was just like, how spicy can I handle? And I ordered these blazing wings the night before I had to go on a flight.
Oh Jesus!
And they're like, and I ate them, and I didn't feel anything. I was like, oh, they're not that hot. And I was like, I finally did it. I've become the spice guy. I finally reached the mountain, and I go to the airport, and and there's Hattie B's, and I was like, they have a thing called Shut the Cluck Up. It's their hottest hot chicken sandwich. So I order it 30 minutes before my flight.
I love this. I love this.
It was so much hotter than the blazing wings. It was so hot, my jaw started like trembling. I couldn't bite the sandwich anymore. I was like, I just powered through. And if you think that tasted bad, if that burned going down, it burned coming back up. Because I had to hit the bathroom right before the flight. I was in so much pain.
Well, thank God you were able to do it in the airport and not like 30,000 feet over Kansas.
Yeah, but then I was 5 minutes after puke and I jump on the flight. So then I'm sitting in the window just trying to sleep through it because I know it's coming.
But you're just sweating.
I'm sweating like crazy. Literally, we're about to land. We're going down and I can't hold it anymore.
You threw up on the plane?
No, I said, get up, get up. And so I get out and I'm running. She says, you can't, we're landing. You got to get in your seat. And I was like, I got to puke. She said, get in there and shut the door and don't come out. And so like just picture, I'm like, while the plane's landing, I'm just.
Oh. And with that, this program is taking a knee. Thank you very much, Atlus, for doing this on tour with Russell Dickerson. All kinds of shows coming up, right?
All the good stuff. Russell Dickerson got a new album, Art Letting Go, out.
And
really good project.
I can't wait to see you play live, man. Thanks for doing this.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Follow Music Row on X at Music Row Country, on Instagram at Music Row Official. Music Row is produced by Shed of Dreams.